Hello, dear rebounding friends. In today's lesson, we look at the beginning and the ending of rebounding. So, what you start with when you step on your rebounder, the first thing is to check your correct foot positioning, and then the knees, that they're soft, not locked. And the next thing is you work on your alignment, so the head is like a balloon flowing upwards and the spine is hanging on it. And on your tailbone, you have the weight which goes into the grounding cord down into the earth. And then you bounce softly along this alignment. And usually how you start rebounding is that you first do the warm-up. And the warm-up is just a normal half bounce. Half bounce is when you have the feet parallel and you just softly bounce, so that you don't leave the mat. The heels are staying on the mat or leaving it just a little bit. So that's the beginning of rebounding. And then at the end of rebounding, we always come to a standstill and then step down from the rebounder with a soft step. That is very important, because if you jump from the rebounder, if you jump off the rebounder, then you get a jolt in your back and in your joints, and you don't want that. So always come to a standstill, then step down from the rebounder. I usually recommend after a rebounding session to, when you're on the ground, for a moment to stand still, close your eyes, and just observe your body, listen to your body. Get what the body has experienced, and you will be surprised. You might feel something. Okay, and after having done that, very important is that we are stretching our legs. Now, of course, if you rebound only for a minute or two, you don't need to do that. Even with 5 minutes, you probably don't need to. But if you come into more rebounding, like 10-15 minutes and longer, then at the end you want to stretch. And I show you today how to do that. So I show you two stretching movements. The first is you stand on your right leg, and with the left leg you bring the left leg forward. Pay attention that you're staying nicely upright. So imagine still the same thing, that the head is going up, floating up like a balloon, and then imagine you have a thread here on the highest point of the head, and then pull the thread forward. This brings you in a nice bend here while you're still aligned. And then come forward a little bit more, stay aligned until you feel a nice stretch here on the thighs. You can take your hands, put them on the knee, and can press a little bit more on them. And in this position you stay for a little while. You should feel it. If you do it correctly, you really should feel it in your thighs. And then exchange the legs. The other one is coming forward. Stay upright. The thread is coming forward, pulling you forward until you feel a nice stretching feeling in your thigh. You can take the hands again and stand like that for a moment. And then the second movement, you stand again, and now the leg, instead of going forward, is going backward. For that, you bend the right leg, and the left leg is going behind. And look that both feet are standing on the ground, and you're again aligned here, and you can put the hands on the knee. Now you should feel your calves. Wait a moment, and then change the legs. The other one is going back. Bring the hands on the knee. Breathe. And that's it. Okay, now it's up to you. And today, don't forget to do at least your base time. Bye bye.